Ixalan is our new world for the fall of 2017, an entirely new world that we've never seen before. And it's a world of adventure and discovery and exploration and sort of a new world search for the Golden City, search for El Dorado kind of feel to it, where 4 different nations of people, humans, vampires, merfolk, some other miscellaneous races thrown in there, are all trying to find the source of great power hidden somewhere deep in the jungle. So it's really exciting to me as my first creative lead from the very beginning, really working to shape this world and bring all the pieces together has been pretty amazing.
So for Ixalan, we had a new plane that we wanted to discover, and it started from a very, very small premise. We were speculating we could do a vampire conquistador world where instead of traveling to a new place to find new spices or a new place to settle, they were vampires trying to find fresh blood because they had run dry on their mainland.
When I came on board, I've been an art director for Magic for about 2.5 years, and we work so far in advance that James Wyatt and some of the other world building people had already come up with the basic premise of the world, starting with vampire conquistadors, and then other things were added on top of that. When it was handed off to me, by the time I got involved in the art for it, it was basically just like, it's the pirate and dinosaur set, here you go. And I was like, thank you, this is a wonderful first set to be an art lead on. That's fantastic.
I said, oh my god, the players are gonna love it. This is a set that players come back to Magic for. Like if you're on a hiatus from Magic, this is the set where it's like, oh wow, it's time for me to start playing again.
So the white and black vampires, the white part of it, came pretty early because we wanted something new to add to the vampire tribe. So whenever we do a new place, we need something new to excite players. We sort of wanted the religious kind of parts of a holy crusade to go find a new home place to be part of the white part. So you see a lot more clerics, a lot more fasting your blood. They have rituals where they fast and they don't eat any blood. So that's part of a sort of a religious doctrine. So that's sort of expressed in the white part of the white-black vampires on Ixalan.
Vampires are the tribe that's really all about going wide. They're the ones about just getting massive numbers and then overwhelming you. And so Madron Fane is in some senses a lord, but not in the traditional sense where it's like all your vampires are much larger. Instead, he's really good at kind of getting more recruits. And so if you attack with 3 vampires, you get a 4th one, and maybe your opponent blocks one, maybe they don't. If not, then you're up another vampire. And if they do, well, you kind of just keep recycling and getting more and more of these vampires out until you have a numbers that are really just insurmountable.
There's a lot of sort of odd couple stories in Ixalan, and Madron Fane and Vona teaming up is one of those odd couple pairings where they are coming at this search for the first vampire from very different perspectives, but have to find the common ground that they share.
It's important to remember that you start every game at 20 life. Now, you can obviously gain more life, you can lose more life, but the really most important life point is that final one. And so you don't get any extra points for winning the game at 100 versus 1 life. So the vampires, they're all willing to be on your side and help you out, but they're going to be a little more happy if you are probably at a low life total than a high life total in the game. But by paying them this resource, paying them your own life force, you're able to get some really powerful effects. You know, you just have to be careful that you don't give them the last one.
What is a pirate's favorite letter? Most people would answer R, but they're wrong. It's the C that pirates love.
Something we wanted to try out in Ixalan was having, instead of 5 things, having 4 things. And these 4 tribes were color imbalanced. We took the 2 tribes that had really the most space we felt like, the most cool things to do with, pirates and dinosaurs, and broke them up into 3 colors. For pirates, what really made the most sense was this Grixis colors, and each different kind of version of pirate is a little different. Like you have the red pirates that are more of the fun-loving, and they just want to sail the seas and sing some shanties, and they're really into mayhem and mischief. And the black pirates, well, they're kind of the cutthroat evil ones. They're the ones where, you know, if they just as soon slit your throat as as share the loot with you. And the blue pirates are kind of in the middle. They're the seafarers. They're the ones that, you know, they have some fun parts, but they're also really about just exploring and seeing new things. And putting those all three together meant that those three versions of the pirate deck, each with a different two-color pair, are going to play much differently. A lot of the same core principles, but how you actually accomplish those is just going to feel different.
Pirates being in 3 colors, red, blue, and black, was pretty difficult from the start when we had to balance them for limited because, you know, it's pretty unreasonable to actually expect everybody to draft a 3-color deck every time. And one of the ways we fixed that was we made one of the main pirate mechanics treasure. So you can splash cards off your treasure and they can help fix your mana so that you can actually cast all of your different colors of pirates.
One of the reasons that treasure really works in this set is the set has some gold themes, and obviously there's 2-color pairs, there's 3-color pairs, and that even though we didn't necessarily want people to play 3-color pirates or 3-color dinosaurs, we knew some people would want to. Like, there's no way in the world to say, oh, pirates are blue, black, and red, and not have some players want to play blue, black, and red. And so what we wanted to do is made sure that the people who wanted to play 3-color pirates and who wanted to play 3-color dinosaurs could do so. Now, dinosaurs are in green. Green naturally already has the tools to color fix. So dinosaurs already had what it needed to do it, but pirates don't have green. So what we said is we needed something in pirates that could help them do the color fixing. Well, they like treasure, so like it was a perfect marriage of the flavor thing that matched what you expect for pirates, but it also did the color fixing, so you can play 3-color pirates if you want to.
So in R&D, we started doing this new process where we have people from throughout the company show us their ideas of what cards in a set would look like. And at the very beginning of exploratory design, we get all this information in to kind of see, okay, what are some words that are showing up again and again and again that people associate with things. And we got a lot of really cool phrases this way. For example, walk the plank, which is a fantastic card, came from the fact that people just kept submitting cards that said, walk the plank at it for this activity. But another word that showed up a lot was the word raid. So when we were working on pirates and we needed a mechanic, we have this great mechanic from Khans of Tarkir that's literally called raid. Why don't we pull it forward to try it with pirates? And it just fit beautifully.
One of the biggest rewards for playing a pirate deck is Ruin Raider. It's a 3/2 for 3 with raid. And it has, at end of turn, if you attack with a creature, reveal the top card of your deck, put it in your hand, lose life equal to its CMC. So when you're playing your cheap interaction spells and your small creatures, this is a really good way of refilling your hand.
So if you want to check out an awesome pirate illustration, check out Sailor of Means by Ryan Pancoast. This is absolutely, hands down, one of my favorite illustrations in the set, just on a technical level and on a here's a pirate in Ixalan kind of level. It's also one of the only pieces of art that features the pirates' kind of home base. We designed this this floating city of ships that were lashed together that didn't end up making it in a lot of the art in the set. But there's this one little glimpse in the background of this piece behind the deal that's going on in the foreground where you can see a bunch of ships and docks and everything, and you get the sense that pirates have at least a little bit of a place somewhere in this world that's not the open water.
The approach we took for tribal in this set was different from how we did it, say, in Lorwyn, for instance, which was another tribal set from a few years ago. In this set, we tried to give each tribe a distinctive strategy and a distinctive feel without just overloading you on cards that specifically rewarded you for playing that tribe. We put a few of those cards in to help people along, but it was really more about like putting a lot of merfolk together that are all moving in the same strategic direction than it was in saying all your merfolk get +1/+1 on every other card.
The tribal synergies are not weaker, it's just you're just playing with tribal in a different way. So each tribe does a different thing mechanically. So for example, the vampires, it's a go wide strategy. So you can go wide with your vampires, you can also have humans in your deck, you can have dinosaurs in your deck. As long as you're doing the go wide and attack with a lot of creatures, like you're doing the vampire thing. And you will have some tribal synergies, of course, but you're not going to just have every card has to be a vampire.
So one of the things that happens when you make a tribal set is people believe that like once you figure out the tribes, you're done. But like, no, that's the beginning. You have to figure out what makes the pirates the pirates. What makes the dinosaurs the dinosaurs. What are the merfolk up to? What are the vampires doing? That the key to a tribal set is making each tribe feel like that tribe. That through gameplay, that you, the player playing it, feel like what that tribe is. And so once we knew what we were doing, that was just the beginning.